Who am I? I am the Evaluator. Okay. That was an amazing, amazing speech, Harsha. Absolutely amazing. Can we just give a round of applause to Harsha? Now, let me just tell you why I felt it amazing. First was, you followed the rules to the T. You started with a beautiful story about Benjamin Franklin. I was gripped. I was there, hook, line, and sinker, if you can put it that way. Then you moved to your school days. And let me tell you, I was there. I was there on the terrace looking down at the students. I was there with Harsha when he was pocketing the pencil box in his shorts. That was vivid imagery. This speech calls for you to connect with the audience, and you connected. Then you used those quotes, Robert Frost, miles to go before you sleep, and of course the whole speech was about choices, and when you're talking of choices, you just can't miss the road less trodden. And you used it perfectly. This speech, the CC10, the final speech in the Competent Communicator Manual, calls for inspiring. Before I go to that, let me tell you, it was almost like you came a full circle. Icebreaker talks about introducing yourself, and here we had Harsha giving us a kind of snapshots of his life in an, I can't think of a better word, amazing. In an amazing manner which totally connected us. It was like bringing it a full circle. Now CC10, the Competent Communication Manual Project 10, calls for inspiring. It's an inspirational speech. And the first step towards inspiring, first step towards inspiring is that you connect with the audience, which Harsha did exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. The next step when it comes to inspiring is to bringing about the change. As in, you want to tell your audience that, well, this is whatever you are, whatever state you are right now is not good enough, and this is where you want to move. Inspire means you give them the kind of push to take you to a different level. Now, this is where I felt I lost you. I was there waiting to be taken, but you kind of dropped me. So this is where I felt you could, there is something you can think about. And one more point is that at certain points I had to really strain, possibly because of the fan, possibly you could use the mic, but you use the voice modulation to effect, great effect. Actually, that was one reason, the way he uses his voice, it really draws you. At the times he brings his voice down, it draws you. But if you can possibly use the same technique along with the mic, fantastic. Having said that, let me end with a story. A great man once said, he was comparing two very great speakers of the ancients. One was Cicero, a Roman, very great public speaker. The other was Demosthenes. He says that when Cicero, actually this great man was Plutarch, he was writing about them, he was comparing them, and he says when Cicero spoke, people said, what a great speech. And when Demosthenes spoke, people said, let's march. And you had Mahavir marching. What